Hey everybody, it's me, Sven Sharpen here, bringing you day number 62 of Let's Talk About Autism. Before we get started, hit the like and subscribe button down below. It'll help me out a lot. Today's video is about the idea or misconception that some or even all parents, most parents, abuse their autistic kids because they're autistic. That's just wrong on so many levels. I mean, it may have been true decades ago, like 10, 20, 30 years ago, but it's just not anymore. And if anybody's abusing autistic kids, it's the institutions that claim that they're helping us, like with the early intervention and special education that I've talked about, with the big pharma and medicalization, which I'll talk about in a later video. Like, all of that stuff is so much worse than anything any parent could ever do. I mean, some parents may be abusive, but, you know, that's nowhere near, it's probably not even 1%, let's be honest. It's so low that, like, it's almost non-existent. Again, there are some parents, but the vast majority of parents are not abusive to kids in general, especially autistic kids. Parents usually try to learn what their autistic kids need, because sometimes it's hard for us to communicate those needs ourselves, like build scripts to talk and stuff. So yeah, and you know, decades ago, people used to think parental abuse caused autism in the first place. This was like, 60 years ago. So, but obviously that was proven wrong even then. So, I hope I don't have to talk about that here, but it probably still does persist to this day. But I might have already talked about that. So yeah. And the huge issue here is the idea is being turned into a hoax that's being used to justify stealing autistic children from their loving families and putting them in institutions or in schools or in hospitals or whatever, a place where they're never loved and they're abused way worse than any parent could ever do. And this is all falsely done on the idea that we're all dysfunctional. Like, if you're diagnosed with autism, early intervention is suggested, and if a parent doesn't do that, then they might be labeled as abusive. Or if a parent doesn't let the state decide what their autistic kid might need, they could be labeled as abusive too. And like, this is seriously an issue that is developing, especially with the alphabet soup cult targeting autistics. Like, they'll tell us all of our parents are abusive and that we should go submit to their cult. And we're gonna have to take this system down, because this will not stand, and there's no place for this in any country, let alone the United States. So we're gonna do something about this, and I'm gonna say right now that your parents love you, even if it might not feel like it. Like, even if during a short few months where your parents won't let you do something you really want to do, and then years later you're like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I didn't do that. Like, your parents do things out of love. It's called being truthful. Like, love isn't always giving your kids what you want, or giving the state what they want to do to your kid. That's not love. That's stupid. And loving is protecting children from abuse that is often done by the government or paid for by the government with our taxpayer money. So that's what I'm addressing here. And well, that's what today's video has been about. And thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I said this at the start, but whatever. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on day 63. Goodbye.